everybody, and thank you for tuning into this video. My name is Sarah Lean and I want to take you through the Jabra Evolve2 85 headset review. I've been using this headset for a short time now and I really enjoyed it, and I want to take you through some of the features and functionalities that we talk about when we're looking at either using a headset or purchasing a headset, and how I feel the Jabra Evolve2 85 has held up against those features and functionalities. Now, the Jabra Evolve2 85 headset is one of the newest headsets that Jabra have in their range. It's designed to help you be productive in an office or a home office environment and just get the best experience out of having calls, having video conferences, even listening to music as well. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the comfort of this headset. Now, the headset is obviously an over-the-ear one, but I haven't had any issues with the headset in terms of comfort. I often have days where I am meetinged out. I have back-to-back meetings all the time, and this headset has been worn for a full day at a time, and it's really comfortable. And I think that's down to the fact that there's lots of cushioning in the ear cups, and there's also cushioning in the bar that goes across your head as well. It's also comfortable if I take it off and hang it around my neck. I don't feel it gets in the way, and with the dexterity of the ear cups, they kind of fall naturally against my neck and aren't cumbersome as well. So I've really enjoyed the comfort factor of this headset and haven't felt that it's overly heavy. It hurts my ears. For the females out there who may wear earrings, or even some of the males that may wear earrings and find that headsets can jam those earrings into your head, I haven't found this with the Jabra Evolve2 85. It's actually been really comfortable even when I've been wearing some earrings, etc. So yeah, in comfort factor, I really do rate this headset. It has been a comfortable experience for my meetings. Now, sound quality is probably the other factor that we are most involved in and most caring about when we buy headsets. I have to say, when I actually unboxed this headset and started playing some music through it, I was a little bit disappointed by the sound quality. But after a while, I discovered that there were some settings I could tweak in the Jabra Direct software on my laptop for this. And I was able to tweak some of the sounds and the way that I prefer to hear music. And the headset has actually been quite impressive in terms of music. Now, I listen to a wide variety of music. I like Barbra Streisand and I also like Ozzy Osbourne. So there's a wide variety of genres in between all of that as well, and to be honest, the headset performs well. There are probably maybe headsets out there that are better in terms of music playback, but for me, as a headset that I use during my working day when I am having to jump on calls, I have to jump on meetings, and in between I like to enjoy some music, these headsets perform really well. It's really good in terms of that, and once you tweak those settings within the Jabra Direct software, you can actually find the music and the sound that you prefer as well. Now, in terms of quality for those meetings, I have had no issue in terms of hearing my colleagues. It's really quite clear. I've often had to actually turn the volume down because it's too loud for me, and I've had no complaints on the other end of the spectrum when people are hearing what I've been saying through this headset. Now, that leads me on to the kind of microphone and some of the noise cancellation that we have in this headset. Now, I have often liked to work with the window open just to get some fresh air and not be in a stuffy office all day, but that can have its downsides because within the housing estate that I stay in, there are lots of children, there's lots of people cutting their grass, using different equipment in their garden. I've also got builders building houses not too far away from me, so it can be quite loud and it can be quite noisy. And I know in terms of other headsets and other microphones that I've used in meetings, people have been able to hear that background noise, which isn't great because it means I'm constantly having to go on mute, having to come off mute, and it just makes the meeting a little bit more cumbersome and a bit more distracting as well when they hear that background noise. I'm pleased to confirm that the Jabra Evolve2 85 hasn't been picking up any of that background noise. There's 10 microphones built into this headset that help pick up your dominant sound, which is your voice, and cut out all of the background noise that's happening around you. And my colleagues have often commented on how quiet, how crisp that sound is coming through. So in terms of that noise cancellation through the microphone, it really is superb. I've only been testing it at home against the background noise. I haven't, unfortunately, due to the COVID situation, been in a noisy airport or a noisy coffee shop or an office, so I can't comment on those specific situations. But given the noise levels I do hear even just coming through my window, I'm positive that even in these other noisy scenarios, coffee shops, offices, etc., this headphone and microphone would actually perform quite well as well. So hopefully it would be a great experience once we get back to doing all of that. Also, the noise cancellation in terms of me hearing all of that background noise that's been happening while I'm on a call or listening to music, I can't hear it myself either. So that's great. So I'm not hearing the distracting noises. I've often been sitting working away and my husband's been shouting on me to come down stairs for dinner and stuff, and I haven't heard him because the headset has been cancelling all of that out. And as I said, other headsets that I've got, other headsets that I use aren't quite the same. So in terms of noise cancellation, both from what the microphone is picking up and what you hear through the ear cups around background noise, they perform excellently. And I think that's probably why Jabra say this is probably one of the most productive headsets that they have in their range. Now the battery has been really impressive as well, actually. Every time I turn on the headset and put it onto my ears, I get the little voice telling me what the level of the battery is, and I think I've only heard it maybe saying it's low after a week or so. The battery life has been quite impressive in terms of me using it. I have been trying to use it as much as possible, the headset, both for meetings and for music listening and in between, and it has been performing really well. I love the fact that with my headset, I actually got the desktop charging stand. So I have the wee stand sitting on my desk and I can just put the headset on top of it. The desk stand is plugged into a USB port and powers it through there. And if I do need to give it a burst of power or a burst of charge, the headset performs great as well, and it's quite a quick charging time as well. So in terms of battery, haven't been disappointed by that at all. I also have it set up within the Jabra Direct software on my laptop that it turns itself off if it isn't being used, because I am really bad for leaving headsets on, coming back the next day or even 2 days later after the weekend and the battery's dead because I've left the headset turned on. I often leave this headset turned on, but because again the settings within the Jabra Direct software are telling it to turn off, it's turning itself off and going into a kind of low power or power saving mode. So that's probably helping the battery in a lot of terms for me as well. So definitely impressed with that and the features, and definitely look at using Jabra Direct in order to customize this and get the best out of the headset that you need as well. What I want to talk about a wee bit is some of the features and the buttons. I haven't used a lot of the buttons that are on the head cups, to be honest. I prefer to use the kind of ones that are in front of me within the software that I need, volume up, volume down on my laptop, etc. The one button that I have made use of is the one that is on the microphone boom. There's a button here at the end of the microphone boom that allows you to mute or unmute yourself, and it's really great, especially if I am walking about and not sat at my desk during a meeting. I can mute myself, I can unmute myself and not be next to the laptop. It's also great, you know, if I'm sitting having a coffee and stuff and my hands are a bit full. Again, I can press this button and it's quite easy to find. It's quite defined in terms of where the microphone boom is. The other buttons, there are functionality around them. Like I said, you can turn ANC off, the active noise cancellation. You can turn it off through some of these buttons. You can change some of the volume settings as well, even skip tracks through it when you're listening to music. I prefer to use the soft buttons on my actual laptop when I'm doing all of that, just because I can never remember which headset I've got and which button does what. That's purely just my preference, but there are buttons there available if you wanted to do that. I definitely would recommend this headset. I've been quite impressed with it, trialling it and using it. I do think it is quite an investment to buy a headset like this, but when you look at what else is out there on the market, the price point is quite comparable to some of the other ones as well. So if you're a fan of the Jabra range and you're looking for something that's certified to use with things like Skype, Teams, Zoom, etc., then this is definitely a headset to have a look at and you definitely consider. I've been enjoying it. It is my go-to headset right now, and when I finish this video I'm going to jump on a call and this will be the headset that I'll be using. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully this video has been useful. If you have any specific questions around some of the features or functionality of this headset, please do reach out to me either in the comments or on my social media. I'd be happy to chat to you. And yeah, please do like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos. I hopefully have more product reviews coming up. So thank you again and have a good one.